Turn it on from the back.
Both of them.
Good to go? There's two, so. All right, everybody. Welcome to Season 3, Episode 16 of The Movement.
The Movement.
We are officially live, ready to get this show on the road. Moti, try to get in on that one, man. This guy Moti. We're officially live. So first of all, I know you're wondering, like, yo, The Movement podcast on a Wednesday. Yes, because it just made sense. Obviously, you know, this conversation today, you know, we're sitting here with somebody that we grew up with. And basically to talk about, you know, what he does for a living. And it just made sense to have these guys on the show because it kind of relates to some of the stuff that they enjoy doing as well. So let me go ahead and introduce everybody that's in the building today. This time we're going to go from left to right. Starting off from the guy in the back, Ramsey Ali in the ones and twos. We appreciate Big Rams doing his thing. And then to the left right here, you got Big Hams in the building. And then to the left of me as well, you got a little big bro, Yusuf T. Because as you can see in the camera angle right now, big bro Moti told him to get up off my seat. And so Yusuf had to get up for big bro right here, Moti. Of course, you got myself, Omar T. And then our guest for today to the right is Abud Noman. Shout out to Abud. You know, you may know him as Abudi. You know what I'm saying? But you may have also known him because he is a professional gamer. He is on the professional NBA 2K league. You know, he's been he was on Minnesota. Now he's in Cleveland doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and give him a round of applause one more time. You know, all those times our parents used to yell at us for playing video games, it all came through. Abu, thank you. Your success story is going to help the rest of these young fellas, you know, make it through life because, you know, their families... You know, all the kids getting yelled at for playing video games. Little do we know that there's actually there's an avenue to be professional and also to get paid like a professional as well. But we're going to dive into all of that. Before we do that, though, be sure to follow us on all of our socials. You have YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok under Oz Media. You can listen to the show later on Apple and Spotify podcasts under Oz Media. If you want to call in, the number is 313-306-1750. Again, 313-306-1750. Shout out to the sponsors, Balkan House, Juice Box, Qahwah House, BC Adhesives, Specialty Medical Center, Hanley International Academy, and Sidr Bees. Ramsey, we're going to start off with the best honey in town, which is Sidr Bees. And then we're going to officially get this show on the road. So shout out to Assam and everybody over there at Sidr Bees. And then we're going to get this show started. So shout out to Sidr Bees.
All right, Yusuf, it looks like we have a little dilemma in our hands. We have this deliciously smelling sabaya right in front of us, but it looks like we're missing one important thing.
Yeah, it looks like we're missing some asal, you know, some honey.
And you know where the best place to go to for honey? That is Sidr Bees. Sidr Bees is a remarkable company that stands at the forefront of the honey industry. With an unwavering commitment to quality, being authentic, and sustainability, Sidr Bees has carved its name as a trusted provider of premium honey products. The company's dedication to preserving the purity of honey is evident in every jar they produce. Sidr Bees sets a standard that goes beyond taste. It's a brand that captures nature's essence and brings it to the discerning consumers who appreciate the true goodness that honey offers. Sidr Bees is not just a honey company, it's a testament to the beauty of nature and the passion to deliver excellence in every drop.
When the money's involved. So you got these rookie contracts, you can pay 3 guys the max, you got the rest, you know what I'm saying? That's the only thing.
All right, let's get this show rolling. We're over here talking about that new trade that just happened, recent trade, or that just happened in the NBA. Pascal Siakam going to the Pacers. I think it was for Bruce Brown.
3 first-round draft.
3 first rounders, and I think they got one more player too involved in that trade. But with that said, first of all, let's go ahead and talk to our guest. Abud's in the building. You know, can you tell us, Abud, how you been? You know, last time I think I seen you was probably at Bridge Academy or something a few years back, man. So, you know, how you been? What's up with you, Abud? What's new? You know, and then you can like jump right into like what made you want to get into gaming, man.
You know, I've been chilling for real. You know, just working. Nothing too much, you know. When I say working, you know, people find it kind of funny, but you know, working.
You working,
you know.
Sure. Yeah.
So I've been around, bro. Like sometimes I'll be back in Detroit. I just don't make like public announcements, obviously, you know, for personal reasons.
You don't need to.
Sure. Yeah. So you know, I've been around. You know, some people tell me sometimes come to Bridge, come hoop, because you know a couple people know I'm around. But you know, just a lot of time when I come back, it's like family time. So I try to spend time at home when I get back. So that's like my main thing. But you know, the gaming thing is, you know, changed life a little bit. That's all.
Yeah. So what got you started? I would like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what made you say? At what point in your life you were like, hey, you know, I'm about to do this, man? And I guess what was like the first breakthrough for you to like take it to the next level?
I'm gonna be honest. It was after my dad passed. You know, I started playing games. Like it was a getaway. You know, I stopped working, everything. So when I used to chill, it was just games. You know, so I used to just play games to get my mind off stuff. And then honestly, 2K was just a game that landed on my lap. Like I just started playing and I was good. So it was like when I used to play for fun, you know, just run around, mess around, talk junk online. And then I think 2K, I want to say 19 is when like the league started and they had like an online combine where anybody can play. So I said, you know, let me just load up. I'm just going to play for fun, see how I do. So I played it. Like I had amazing numbers. I'm like, yo, like I probably can do this. And then I just kept playing the game, got into the scene. Because there's leagues and stuff you can actually play for money. I was like, all right, let me go play a couple of these. And then I started to get noticed a little bit. And then people started hitting me up. Then I made a Twitter. And then from the Twitter, you know, it just like people adding me like, yo, TB's a dog, TB is this, TB is that. You know, just a random name that I came up with was TB. Just something random, completely random. And then it just ended up working out. Like, I think 2K, I want to say 20, which was season 3 of the 2K League is when I got drafted.
And what was the first team you got drafted to?
The Miami Heat. Yeah.
So you lived in Miami?
I was in Miami. I lived in Coral Gables for 2 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Go ahead, Moti.
Hey, no. He just.
There's a lot of questions.
Yeah,
There's going to be a lot of stuff.
But he just explained it like a regular kid going through high school, going through AAU. And,
Yeah.
You know, somebody. That's crazy, man.
No, it was. I'm not gonna lie. It was. Back then, I want to say it was a lot easier to get in. Like when I got drafted, it was. I want to say 4 rounds, 26 teams, 6 teams per player, something like that. So, but when I got drafted, there was like I want to say 60 spots available, 50 spots available, something around there. So, like, you know, you can run it down as basically a real draft. It's a real draft. You know, they have players. They flew me out. We went to New York. They have a real draft. Like, you go to the draft. The guy comes to the podium. This guy selects.
Did you bring anybody with you or no?
Honestly, I grabbed my bags when I was leaving in the morning, and my mom seen me. She's like, "Where you going?" I was like, "I told you I'm going to this, I'm
about to get drafted.
I'm about to get drafted, She's like, "You're not going anywhere."
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm really, I'm about to head out. I got my Ubers outside. I'm leaving, So, like, when it, all happens and it just happens fast, So it's like, I got there and I pretty much knew what teams wanted me, what teams didn't want me. I went round 1, picked 13.
Lottery.
Yeah, pick 13, something like that. But I'm not gonna lie, but I declined a couple teams before because I wanted to go to Miami. That's the team I wanted to go to. So it was like I ain't gonna lie, I declined Detroit. Detroit wanted me.
That boy, he wanted to get out of the hood.
Yeah. Detroit picked before them and the Bucks, and I declined both of them. And
Blake Griffin.
He want to be Midwest.
I did everything I could not to stay in the Midwest. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to get out. I just wanted to get away for a little bit,
So okay.
What were you about to say?
I was gonna say, is that the reason why? Because do you not know the players already on the team? Or
no, pretty much. I want to say when you get into that scene, that competitive scene, you start to know everybody. So it's like once you get up there, you start to understand who's on what team. Everyone talks in the 2K League. Like I talk to all the players. We all know each other. We're all in group chats, So it's like we all know one another.
So for people that don't understand, like just because you're on the Cavs doesn't mean you have to play with the Cavs, right?
For professionally, yes, I do.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my team. I have it right now. I have a team. It's me plus 4 other people. So there's 5 of us.
Okay. But you have to play with the Cavs players?
Not in the off season. In the in season, that's my team. Like when I'm battling for money on the stage, those are the people with me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna dive into like.
No, I'm talking about like the Cavs, the actual Cleveland Cavalier players. Like when you pick your team, like when you're playing video game, do you have to pick the Cleveland Cavaliers?
No. That's not how that works.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
When you play 2K, you create your own player.
Oh, okay.
You bring your own player.
So you play my player.
Yeah,
my career.
you bring your own player. You bring your own player. Everybody makes their own player, and then you come out. And professionally, they have like they call it meta. Like there's a meta for everything. Like in the NBA, meta is shooting threes. Steph Curry in the 2K world, it's pick and roll, 2 spot up in the corner, and then big in point guard. You know what I'm saying?
Is it all the same overall?
Pretty much everyone.
Yeah, in the 2K league, it's different. Right now, I'm in off season, so it's like if I go play 2K, everyone's playing freely. You can have whatever you want, whatever overall, whatever. But when we're in the 2K league, it's a balance. We all have the same players. Everyone's they give us a player, they give us everything's the same. We're all playing like on an equal playing field. No one has a better player than the other guy.
Makes sense. It's interesting.
Because I play 2K too. So are there any like 7-foot centers out there, or is it mainly like 6'10" and under?
No, there's a big variety. But in the 2K league, like I said, it's different every year. So the game that you play at home is not the game that I play professionally. They give us a whole different game. They give us a code that we download is a code that you can get. So it's it's a completely different game.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And so people watch you guys through what platforms? Like if people want to watch how you guys play.
Twitch, YouTube. You know, season 3 they were on ESPN2 because of the COVID thing. You know, they have no sports on, so we were on that for a little bit. But now it's mainly Twitch, YouTube.
Do you have your own Twitch account?
Honestly, I never got into it just because of mainly my household. You know, so it's like, me personally, I don't think I'll ever be able to stream. Like I got family, you know, they just walk around the house, they screaming, doing all type of stuff. There's kids everywhere, you know. So it's like me personally, I never really got into the streaming thing.
So your family moved with you too?
No. So it's like when I come back in the off season, I go back and forth.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like I never really got into the stream.
I mean, these streamers are streaming every day.
I was gonna say that 100%. That's just another avenue of income.
No,
man.
100%.
There's so many like people that are on Twitch that the subscribers are paying like what $40 or
No,
something?
it's $5 a month.
$5, yeah, $5 each one.
100%. No.
That's crazy, man.
There's a couple of 2K League guys that are streaming. They're getting big. YouTube, Twitch, like it's a good thing for them.
Bro, if you get listen, man, if you're looking for a manager, let me know. You get yourself an apartment. You know, I guarantee that Twitch will pay for all the bills in the apartment and everything.
No, it's definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a good route. Like I've considered it a couple times.
You have to have a following though, like before, like.
Bro, he'll get there. He's playing on
I'm just
you
saying,
know.
Professional 2K player, man.
Dog.
Did somebody ask Hamza to say?
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
think about it, bro. Think about it. 500 people, right? 500 people donate $500.
$5.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
$5.
That's $2,500.
I think that's possible.
No,
Yeah, it's definitely possible.
it's a grind. It's 100% a grind.
You know?
It's
No,
100%.
for sure. And I mean, it's just you know yourself better than anybody.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, no. But this is interesting, man. And I mean, listen, if y'all got questions, keep shooting them away. You know, I'm just messing with you, Big Hams. I got questions, keep shooting them away. But you know, this is kind of just laying the groundwork and framework. So you kind of mentioned it to us earlier about getting traded. You know, this is hilarious, but it's true and it happens and it's real life. You know, sometimes probably for people, it's not easy because sometimes people have families and it's like real life. You know what I'm saying? So. Trades. How did this go down? Like a team could just trade for you in the middle of the season and you have to move and pack your stuff or what?
Like I told you, it's exactly like the NBA. Like it's literally the same thing. Like there's been trades in the 2K League that have gotten canceled mid-trade. So it's like there's been teams that like, hey, you don't even have enough assets for this trade. Why is your player on a flight? Like where's he going? Like you don't have enough assets. He has to go back. Like people then got stuck in the airport.
What kind of assets are we talking
So
about?
it's like to make it like try to equalize the NBA, they give you enough assets that you can trade yearly. So they don't do a salary base. So it's like, all right, this team you got 6 assets you could use this year. Every team gets 6 assets. So if you're trying to trade 7 assets and you're already shipping your player, you don't have enough assets. Send them back.
Yeah.
Like there's been players stuck in the middle of the airport. Like, yo, where am I going? Like, am I going here or am I going back? You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's basically the same. So it's like player for player picks. You can trade your next year picks for players. You know what I'm saying? And then it comes like it's the same exact thing. When I got traded, I requested a trade. I was on the Heat for 2 years. It was like tough. Like we weren't really competing for championships. You know, it's a $2.5 million prize pool.
Yep.
So I'm trying to get to the best situation. You know, for me.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine. He's like probably one of the best players on the game. He was on Minnesota at the time. And, I told him like, yo, you think I can come to Minnesota? He said, request a trade. We'll send our first for you. Then I waited out of respect because the Heat, they did me well. So I waited till the season was over and then I requested out.
Like a real player, huh?
Real player.
Finishing the season off like a veteran.
So like before this trade happens, right? Are you required to take a physical or something?
You have to take a physical before before you even walk into their apartments. You have to take a physical.
What are you doing? Are you checking out the wrist, the fingers?
It's a regular physical.
elbow?
You'll have to be like, they have to make sure that you're able to travel, get on the stage with the competitor, people screaming at you back and forth. Like, they have to make sure that you're in like a good shape. You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting, man.
Very interesting.
And you say it's my player, right? So
Yep.
can you share what kind of build you have and everything?
Me, I play lockdown, so it's like
Okay.
I'm more on the defensive side. You know, that's always been my thing personally. I loved it in real life, so that it kind of just me playing the game. It was like when I played it was like I can outsmart like a lot of these dudes because I played it like in real life. So that's how I got into it.
You know, Hamza was a professional Fortnite player.
Still am, bro. Made my first money last month.
For real?
Yeah.
Fortnite is big bucks, man.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to Big House.
Fortnite is big
Hey,
bucks.
It's the small numbers for now. I mean, because it was like a
It's okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
But-
listen, Twitch, what up?
Bro, I gotta give me household though.
Hey, man.
How many households can't be
Hey.
having no Twitch account?
We gotta get Hamza a room somewhere.
I mean, he can anytime he wants, he can go somewhere. You know, we got him, Big Hams, man. But let's continue on with my man Abud over here. So let me ask you this question: so how many players are on each roster, each team?
They used to have a 6-man because like players used to have a say family emergency. One dude got to go. He can't play 6-man sub in. They cut the 6-man. They added money to the salary and to the prize pool. So now it's 5 people. They don't have no bench player no more. So the automatically the draft cuts in half because there's no more 6-man.
Yeah.
Like this year, the draft just happened the 11th, probably like 2 weeks ago, a week ago, something like that. So there was only, I want to say 30 spots available. There's 30 spots available, 200 people trying to get in. So there's 200 people doing interviews. They're thinking they're getting in. And when you watch the draft, it's like, yo, like a lot of players who should have got in didn't get in. You know what I'm saying?
So every year you're not guaranteed a roster spot.
Yeah, no, you're not guaranteed a roster spot. I've been blessed. You know,
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, I've been on teams where I was successful. I've had good years. Every year I feel like I played, I've been successful in the league. You know, and it's not just about playing too. You know, I've then seen people who've had bad years, but they're like, you show the org that you're good to them. Like you say yo, can you take an interview for us? You say no, they think about that when they come back around. We got to send you a contract. You ain't doing no favor for us. We're not going to do no favor for you. We're going to let you go back into the draft pool. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like, if you're good to them, they're good to you.
What happened to the teams you declined though? Don't they have bad blood now?
It was bad blood. I feel like at one point, that year, because I was kind of like an a-hole to them. But like, I feel like I made up a lot of it because I've talked to GMs and coaches from their respective teams now, like in the past, probably, you know, seeing them in person because we all meet up in person eventually and we see each other. So I've communicated with a lot of them. I feel like there is no bad blood anymore, you know, because like I said, that was like my first, you know, I was young. I was just trying to make my way somewhere that I wanted to be. That's all it was.
Well, Abud, you made me respect gaming. I'll be honest with you, but when you said there's coaches and GMs, that's crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you get that role? How does somebody get a GM and coaching role in a gaming?
Well, a lot of the coaches and GMs, I want to say they got their job because they were the ones hosting tournaments. So they were hosting tournaments, and then you know, when these job offers open up, because you got to understand, you got 5 players. Most of the time, it's 5 kids. You know, 18, 19 years old, these guys are kids. These guys, they're about to get a check every 2 weeks that they never had. This is their first job. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, when you get your first check in real life, you're about to go throw the money away.
Yeah.
So it's like they try to get somebody who can connect all 5 of these guys together. You know, because, like, even as a kid, it could have been me, you, anybody. 18, 19, you probably got the biggest ego in the world. You just got drafted.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm better than him next to me. So, like, I don't got to listen to him. So you got to find somebody who can bring all 5 of those guys, you know what I'm saying, together. Because, like, trust me, a lot can happen. Like, even those video games, a lot can happen. Like, it's just like real life. The arguments, all that stuff, a lot can happen between 5 attitudes, especially 18, 19-year-olds. There's no grown-up around. I think the room probably explodes with just 5 kids sitting in there. It'll go crazy.
I just thought about something, man. MashaAllah, we have a professional NBA 2K player. MashaAllah, you got a Fortnite player. Why not? Yeah, professional Jets Pizza, Jets Pizza eater. What's going on, man?
Nah,
I think
he's on
Jesus
his come up,
big
man.
dog.
He's on his come up, bro.
Hey, that's Big Sal. He's talking about shots of Big Sal. I mean, you want to make a comment to your daddy right quick? You got the microphone right there, man. You want to chime in right quick, Sal? You got something to say about that, Sal? Go ahead and tell him.
I mean, I'm strong in boxing too. You know what I mean? I can knock on some people too.
Oh, why he look at his daddy when he say that, man? Hey, this is a good time to go ahead and run an ad right quick. We're gonna go ahead and give a shout out to our next sponsor, Ramsey. We're gonna give a shout out to Balkan House. Shout out to Abud in the building today, sharing his experience so far, and we're gonna just keep asking away questions. Kel Trey, by the way, said, "Troop, what's good, everyone?" Abud, Kel Trey from Kona Cafe, Tony's son.
Okay.
Out of her saying what's up.
What's up, Kel?
Ramsey, go ahead and give a shout out to the Balkan House, and then we're gonna continue on with this show. So shout out to the Balkan House restaurant.
You know what, Yusuf, man? I'm in the mood for some Balkan food.
Yeah, man, me too.
Well, there's no better place to go for Balkan than the Balkan House restaurant. The Balkan House restaurant is famous for their doner kebab sandwiches. But did you know that the Balkan House now serves breakfast? Did you also know that all their food is 100% halal? There are currently 2 Balkan House locations, one in Hamtramck and one in Ferndale. But they now also have 2 food trucks, so you can book your next party or event with the Balkan House on wheels. If you're looking for a nice place to eat with friendly service and great prices, look no further than the Balkan House restaurant.
Easier. Do it then.
It's easier to make it than Twitch.
We're over here talking about streaming platforms and video games and stuff like that, but we're gonna dish it back to Abud right quick. And my question to him now is, and like I said, guys, feel free to ask any questions you guys may have. But what do you enjoy the most, man? What do you enjoy the most about this experience? What do you enjoy the most about playing in this league? And what's the funnest thing about it?
I want to say just competing. I always loved hooping. Always loved hooping. I loved it from, back playing in bridge. It was just being able to play, but now just a different style. That's all it is. I still get, I can still show that, I'm very competitive. I got that fire. We play on 2K, it's still trash talk. You know what I'm saying? The only difference is instead of a basketball, I got a controller. That's the only, major difference in between.
For sure. And we kind of talked about this beforehand, but so you play, this guy's a great hooper. Moti was talking about this beforehand, because I asked him a question that I'm about to ask him now. And, so he's a hooper, real life. And obviously he's a professional gamer as well. So who's better, Abud the gamer or Abud the hooper?
Abud the gamer brings in dollar bills, bro. The dollar bills come in. Abud real life was fun. It was a lot of falling on the floor, a lot of jumping around, but Abud the gamer sits down. He don't really be moving too much.
It's funny you say that, Ahmad, right? Growing up at Bridge, it was at one point it was Sal, right? Sal was the number 1 pick all the time. But I'm not gonna. No, not you. The other Sal. But
I'm pointing at Ramsey. But go ahead.
Yeah, but then for me though, Ahmad, believe it or not, when I used to be captain, I could agree to this too. I would lean towards. I would wish the other guy made the shot so he get first pick, because I didn't want Sal anymore. I wanted Abud. I'm gonna tell you why I wanted Abud, and he described why. In 2K, he's known to be locked down. See, Abud does other things than just score. He's locking the other guy down. He's rebounding. He's a great rebounder when we used to play. He was scoring. He could run with me. Those are things I looked at where Sal was just a great scorer to me. You know what I'm saying? He's a good shot maker. And when he said, he's a dollar's, what I'm saying, it matters. He's right about that. But I think he's a better
it's because you haven't watched him yet. But my man Sal right now gonna watch this Moti. Now he's gonna have that.
Sal's my man. Sal's my boy.
Dave Farver, what up, Abdul? You was a young hack at Bridge. Keep grinding, young homie. So that's what he said. AJ Muresi, biggest smack talk in the league. One day he's going to cross the line and have a remote thrown across his face. Ask him, does smack talking get to his opponents? AJ Muresi said that.
100%. It's not. A lot of stuff I say, I'm not gonna lie. Especially when I'm playing 2K, I get more personal than I do in real life. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I do. I get more personal just because it's so much money. There's a lot of money on the line. When we're on that stage, we're competing for $150,000, $200,000.
So do you get a whole breakdown of the person's life right before you play them, just so you can kind of know what to say and get on their nerves beforehand?
I'm gonna give you a breakdown. I played someone who got traded during a tournament.
Oh wow.
But he had to play us first before going to his next team. And he acted like he didn't know about the trade. I got up and announced the trade during the game and told him, why are you playing so hard? You got traded. The guys don't want you no more. I get really, really personal with it.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's just, me personally, trash talking, I just keep it on the game though. So it's like I don't take it off. I'm talking about 2K. I just get personal with the game.
Do you think, in all honesty, because people have this question, debate, even in real life, but even in gaming, do you think that it gets to the opponent?
100%. 100%. I done played people on the stage for 150 grand and like
They folded.
Yeah, like when I'm talking to them, it's like they hear me, like they know what I'm saying. Like when I'm talking, they understand it. When I get up and I'm looking at you, they know you're doing it. They won't look back at you though.
Oh, so you guys are in the same room, right?
Oh,
You guys are similar.
Yeah. We got a platform
Yeah, all
like
of
bigger
that
than this.
on
Like we're
stage.
on a stage. Like lights bright, they're shining down on you. It's like so when you're playing, there's people watching you. So it's like everything you do, you mess up, I'm gonna tell you like how bad you messed
Hey,
up.
and you get up and you talk.
I'm gonna get even if I did it one time and I gave up a 3. I got up, I was talking trash, and the guy inbounded the ball, ran down and shot it. And my team started screaming at me, say, "Yo, what are you doing?" Oh, my fault.
How does the games like? You guys do series like?
Yeah, it's
okay.
a series. Yeah.
Okay. Makes
All
sense.
right. Mike McCarthy is staying. We just had a random update. That's kind of sad. Didn't know that's going to happen. Moti, you was a hack too, said Dave Farver.
That's funny.
Any response back to that one or no?
Dave's a great guy. He's a great friend of mine. Saying I wish him nothing but the best in life.
Yep. Dave is my friend as well, by the way. Umar Elgahim said, ask Abud who's his favorite friend to hoop with.
My favorite friend.
Yeah.
Since Umar X, Umar Al-Gahim.
There you go. He gonna put you on the spot on that one. You can't say
I
that.
gotta say Umar now.
Shout out to Umar Elgahim. That man caught a fine. So you actually got fined before?
Got fined a couple times. So it's like you get fined for, you can't cuss, stuff like that. You can't say, there's certain words you just can't say. They
Yeah.
give you the breakdown already. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff you can't say. So if you go up there and you say the wrong thing, your check is not gonna look so good. Like
How much?
they take it directly. Oh, it can go up to $600-700.
Damn.
Like you do, last year I think I fined $1,400. Yeah, I got fined
Total?
$1,400. No, not total.
Don't tell me they throw out technicals too.
One game.
They give you technicals?
It's not really a technical. They can kick you out.
Oh, okay.
It's like as personal as you get. So it all depends on what you say. Like I've been fined up to $1,400.
So you say you got like 6 players per team, right?
No,
5.
Now it's
Oh.
5.
Yeah.
So how do you rotate each player if there's 3 on only?
No, it's 5.
Oh, you guys do rec,
No, it's not rec. It's like a pro-am. It's professional.
professional. Okay.
Yeah.
5.
Makes sense.
Wait, so all 5 of you guys are playing at the same time?
They have 2 modes now. Now they have a 3v3 mode and a 5v5 mode.
Pro-am.
Yeah, so it's like the 5v5 mode. All of us are on the court at the same time. We have microphones on just like these. We're communicating back and forth to each other. Stuff like that. It's just
Alright.
like real life. Like I said, if I'm standing around, I'm gonna tell point guard dribbling, yo, I'm about to cut. Yo, I got this. Yo, I see this.
Switch.
Yeah.
How close are
Me
they?
and my power forward when we're in the pick and roll, we're yo, switch.
God, what are you saying?
How close, like with the other team and your team? How close are you guys?
Like when we're playing.
Yeah.
So when we're live on stage, it's just like this. I'm sitting here and the other guy's right there.
So like you don't think they can hear you?
Who?
The opponent.
They can hear you.
Thing is, no, they can 100% hear you. Like, but the thing is, we play with headphones on, so it's like you have to put both your headphones on, and so you can hear your teammates. That's the thing. When you're playing on the stage, you're not worried about if they can hear you.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if they can hear you. You got to worry about the guy, your team, being able to hear you.
So your headphones are on just for you and your teammates, right?
Yeah, it's because like we have to communicate with each other.
Okay.
Because the game is so loud, we can't like. They don't want you to take off your headset just because it makes it like, yo, you can clearly hear the other team. But when you
Yeah.
have your headset on, it's a lot harder. It's hard to focus on what the other team is saying and your team. So it's like, you're really going to sit there and try to think about what they're saying, or you're going to just try to focus on what your team's telling you.
So when they call timeout, do you guys actually get in a huddle together?
Yeah, you get on a timeout. They have a 1 minute timeout.
That's hilarious,
Yeah,
man.
1 minute timeout. You get up. Me personally, I get up, talk much, and go sit back down.
Hey, this is funny, man. I gotta watch some of this, man. So you said this is all on YouTube, right? Everything's
Yeah.
on YouTube. All right, we gotta make sure we check this out. And so, what cities have you traveled so far? I know you mentioned Miami, you mentioned Minnesota, you mentioned Cleveland. Are those the only 3 so far? And
You mean traveled as in lived or traveled as in played?
played, I guess.
Okay.
Well,
so
both.
I'll give you both.
Yeah.
So lived, I've been in Miami for 2 years, and then Minnesota 2 years. Now I just got to the Cavs, so I'll be in Ohio and Cleveland. I done played in Indiana, and I done played in Washington. So last year was Washington. The year before that was Indiana. So this year they're saying like we might be in Vegas. So it's probably gonna be Vegas. I done played in Vegas already before, like 2 years ago. We were in Vegas. So yeah, it's I mean honestly, a lot of the stuff for the league, they don't like to make it public about where we're gonna play. So the players don't even know. They don't tell us.
Yeah.
So it's like we just wake up one day and flights hit your phone. Like, yo, you
That's what I'm
gotta fly.
saying. So flights all paid for.
Yeah.
Do they treat you guys like with like food as well? Like they take you every
Every team is different. So
Okay.
it's like, yeah, so certain teams, team dinners, like, damn every day, you know, depending on how good your team is. You know, you're a good team, your GM takes care of you. Like, he's going to make sure you guys are, you know, got the best of the best, you know. So it's like, it all depends on what team you're on. Some teams give you food cards, but you at that point, you already get free living. The apartment is free. So wherever you're going, right when you get there, everything is ready. Like, you walk in there, bottle of water, and, like, your drawers. Just go buy clothes when you get there. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, you get good checks. They're little kids that play. A lot of kids, you know, they're 18, 19. They've never had a job before. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you get there, you get that money. You're not paying for. You don't have to worry about rent. You don't have to pay for internet. You don't have to pay for anything. You walk in, the house is ready. Everything is ready. You walk in, the heat is already 69. You know what I'm saying? It feels good in the house. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
It's a good job.
yeah. So it's like it's good. Like me personally, I never complained. You know, I never went to them and was like, "Yo, can you pay for my food? Like, can you guys give me food or anything like that? If you give it to me, I'm gonna take it. But other than that, I'm gonna, you know, it's all good. You know, the living for me, that's like the cherry on top.
Absolutely.
Alhamdulillah, man. How's your brother, man? How's everybody over there, man? How's Mo and everyone?
Like, can't complain. Like, you know, at first they were like, "Yo, what are you doing?" Now it's like, I come back, they see me, yo, what's up? When you going back? You know, but before it's like, yo, where you going, bro?
So they got the full support from. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone's supporting you now.
100%.
They all see what's going on.
Yeah.
That's what's up. What are you about to say, Moti?
No, I was gonna say about these living arrangements. Their apartments in good areas.
Yeah, 100%. If there's like last year, so there were some teams, they had like a central market. So the teams were, they were actually in Washington. It was a terrible area. They moved everybody out because there was like a situation that happened. So they moved everybody out. So they do their best to make sure that you're in the most secure area they can find. So they put you in the best possible situation, like, because they understand they're liable for you. So they put you in the best possible area they can possibly find.
We have a question from one of the viewers. Shout out to Ali El Gahim, aka Cyclops. Ali El Gahim from RNFL Moti.
Okay.
Do y'all have all-star selections, and what is the criteria for being selected?
Yes, there's all-stars. There's all-stars. It just started like 2 years ago. Player votes, they have fan votes, GM votes, just like real life. It's all the same breakdown. Same thing.
And you guys playing for extra money or what?
Yeah, you play, I want to say extra, like, it's like a bonus check of like $3,000.
Nice. And is it like an all-star game, or is it?
It's an all-star game.
Okay.
Yeah, they set it up for you as an all-star game.
That's what's up. And that's all like can be watched on Twitch and YouTube
Everything,
and stuff.
yeah, everything is on Twitch.
And have you been selected before to an all-star game?
No, I haven't.
Not yet?
No.
Okay, there you go. All right. Here we go. I'm trying to be Rich Paul to his LeBron because I ain't trying to put nobody on. This is AJ Medesi. He trying to give Zach Ismail the job. That's hilarious. How is Zach and everybody doing, man?
They're good, man. You know, see them every Friday. You know, that's my chill day that I usually post up with the guys. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I thought you said you see the mayor Friday.
No, I see them on Friday.
Yeah.
Same guys.
Yeah. Shout out to those guys, man. Do you play gaming with them and do you be smacking them or what?
Nah, I don't really. Honestly, I don't play on my free time. Like, a lot of times on my free time, I'm not playing. Like, honestly, like, it's hard for me now to play on my free time. You know,
Chill,
especially 2K. I can't play it just like turn the game on and play for fun.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore. So it's like, it's not even an ego talking. It's like, man, I can't do it. Like,
Yeah.
I get it.
like, it's like I feel like I'm working all the time. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's like a lot of times, if I am on the game, it's a different game. It's like
I don't-
probably it's something else.
I don't answer my phone when I'm at home. Honestly, once I leave work,
Yeah.
Because if I see who's calling me and I know who's calling me for regular stuff, who's calling me for work, I don't answer.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I honestly stay away from, like, if it's not strictly work based, if I'm not on another game, I'm not on it at all.
What are your thoughts, Hamza? Let's hear what these guys have to say. I mean, we've kind of been attacking Abud with questions after questions right now, but go ahead, Hams.
How much hours did you play a game growing up?
Growing up,
Yeah,
oh man,
and now.
I can't even put a number on it, bro. Like, there was times where I would hide from my mom and play the game, like curtains, like hide it and play. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, she tells me now all the time, I should have never told you to get off the game, like. But, like, now she understands. Now I can sit on the game, like, until 5, 8 a.m., 6 a.m. He's downstairs playing game. Like,
Yeah.
don't worry about what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be yelling sometimes. They'll lock all the doors so they can't hear me. But, it is what it is.
Leishtaga.
At this point, he's working. You know what I'm saying? Like, the guest would come over to the house. The first thing my mom would do is make sure that room was locked. No kids can go inside. Like she'll make sure that room is off limits. Like nobody can go in that room. It's my, you know, it's you know.
Do you
it's
have like your own little gaming
it's like
setup?
it's like my dungeon. You know what I'm saying? So when I go in there, it's like I lock the door, turn the heat on, and I play like in a basement. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what do you play on? Is it PC everything?
No, so I had a PC,
Yeah.
but I honestly, it's like I'm not a tech guy. So if something messes up, I gotta call somebody to do something.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm not the type of guy to call somebody to call somebody. I'm not doing all that. You know. So I got my typical just systems. I can just turn it on and play. You know.
Which one are you for?
Xbox or PlayStation?
I have both, but the league is sponsored by Sony. So when we're in the league, we're on Sony. Yeah.
Is there another 2K league or this is the only one?
This is the only one. So
Okay.
this is the only like professional.
So Xbox can't do their own thing and try to do their own thing?
It's whoever sponsors the league. Like before the league, we were sponsored by Alienware. So we used to be on PCs. So
Okay.
we'd be on PCs, but now Sony sponsored the league. So obviously if they sponsor them, we have to use, you know, their gaming setups. So that's how that goes.
Hey, correct me if I'm wrong. I think Xbox does Madden.
No, they both have Madden.
Oh, okay.
No, he meant like a professional.
Yeah, professional league.
Tournament.
Yeah, it's not a professional league. It's more of it's just a competitive league that they play for a lot of money, tournaments and stuff like amateur tournaments they have, so stuff like that. But they don't really have a league, because I'm guessing because 2K, it's like the NBA teams is what sponsors us. So like we're sponsored by the NBA team. The NBA team is backing us. You know what I'm saying? So everything we do is behind the NBA team.
So you get free Cleveland Cavaliers tickets and stuff like that, or no?
Yeah, like I've been to a lot of Minnesota games.
You left at the wrong time. They're the number 1 seed now, man.
Bro, I left and Anthony Edwards wants to become Tracy McGrady, bro.
Yeah, he's looking good, man.
When you're in Minnesota, you seen the Somalis?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot over there. There's a lot over there. I was actually surprised how many there was over there, because that was like my first time ever being like somewhere like that. It's freezing over there, though. I ain't gonna lie, it's worse than Detroit.
Yo, answer this for me right quick. Me, I don't play video games, so you know. But every time I jump on the Madden with these guys, I'm whooping on them.
He's pointing towards there.
Pointing to.
He's pointing towards
Pointing to
there.
Hamza.
No,
I
I don't
have
play
never
Madden.
lost a game
Hey,
in years.
If these guys are gaming, like
I have
every
never
day,
lost.
I don't play video games. I just ace, B's a throw, ace a throw. All right, boom.
Yeah, me personally, I never
Do I
understood.
have a chance? I will.
Possibly, like no, if you know Madden and you know the plays, because I always heard because we talk about Madden too, like as.
No, he's talking about 2K. They have a chance in 2K.
Do you have a
No,
chance?
I'm talking about game.
No. If you go to their world, it's over for you.
Alright.
So it's like when I play like random guys like 2K, like when the game first comes out, because you gotta understand we gotta perfect our craft every year. It's a new game every year. So every year you have a chance of being terrible.
Right.
So it's like when I get on, like when the game first comes out, they send us the code or whatever. They're like, yo, this is the new 2K game. You guys can download it now. So we'll get on the game and we'll play against casuals. They don't stand a chance. I could walk around with a 60 overall. They don't stand a chance.
Nah, stop it.
Yeah, they don't
60,
stand a chance.
60 can't defend.
I'm telling you, they don't stand a chance.
All right, we got a couple questions. I led games back at it. Shout out to Ali G. Do you ever interact with actual NBA players?
They actually just signed something with the NBA, so now we can. Before, they would have to interact with you. Now it's like we can actually do content together.
So y'all could play against each other and stuff like that.
Now it's going to be more, because they want this league to grow as much as possible. Like, I don't know. I'm getting old. I don't know how long these fingers going to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're trying to make it as big as they can at this point. They got I want to say 27 teams. So they want every team at some point to join, I'm guessing. So it's it's growing fast. So right now, I think it's season 7. We're getting into season 7. And it's growing quick, you know what I'm saying? Because it takes a long time for something like this to get big.
Yeah, for sure. And then I guess my other question, we got somebody that said, when and where can we watch Abud play 2K? So how can people, what's the channel and how can people follow you? And
yeah, so it's mostly going to be Twitch. So you go on Twitch, NBA 2K League, that's where I'll be. So our game's going to, if you go on Instagram, follow Cavs Legion GC. So Cavs.
Shout out to Cavs Legion GC. They actually followed me today too. I was like, that's what's up.
Yep.
And I tagged them in the post, and so I was like, that's real.
So Cavs Legion GC. You follow them on Instagram. They usually post all our games. We just, schedule should be released soon because our season starts soon. So everything will be on there.
When does the season actually start?
February 27 or something?
Okay.
28, something like that. So I go into market soon.
What are you about to say?
I was gonna say this person that just commenting and many others were asking where they can watch you. This is where I was, I'm coming full circle with the whole Twitter account.
Twitch, I mean.
A Twitch account. Only want 10%. This is something that, you know what I'm saying?
Mo T always been about his money, bro.
Yeah. No, Moti, silly. We're gonna go ahead and give a shout out to another sponsor. Then we're gonna hear we want Abud to give us a day of his life, just to take us through the morning all the way to the night of what it looks like. But before we do that, let's go ahead and give a shout out to Specialty Medical Center, Ramsey, and then we're gonna continue on, and we're reaching like the back end of the show. So if y'all got questions, please keep shooting them away, because we probably gonna keep them here for another 10-15 minutes. So keep asking. So shout out to Specialty Medical Center.
All right, Yusuf. So the other day I was playing basketball with my friends, doing what I usually do on the court. But as I was driving to the lane, I kind of hurt my knee.
Oh man, not again.
Yeah, but this time I knew which place to go to that would take care of me the best, and that is Specialty Medical Center. Specialty Medical Center is a medical center that prides itself on patient care and its rehabilitation services. Their primary focus is developing a customized treatment plan unique to each individual patient's needs. Their center offers a full range of patient care, from diagnostic testing, pain management, physical therapy, regenerative medicine solutions, and surgical care. They currently have 2 locations, one in Dearborn and one in Sterling Heights. So if you're looking for a place that treats your medical needs the best, be sure to stop by Specialty Medical Center.
Abud just said playing against him is like playing against LeBron James in jeans, man. That's a great line right there, man. All right, listen, guys, keep shooting away your questions. Like I said, so Abud, can you take us through a day of what your day looks like? Just from the morning all the way up until you about to go to bed, I guess.
So this is me in market. So in market, I wake up, like, it all depends on the scrim time. So it's like scrim time is basically our practice time. This is when we line up against another team. So it's like, we got coaches, they set this up for us. So they give us, like, we have the calendar thing. So it's all on our calendar, pop up, you got a 9 a.m. scrim. Okay, cool. I'm up at like 8, wake up, brush my face, whatever, make my way to, the practice arena. Because, we got a practice arena. We don't play from home. There's an arena that we go to go play. So, the whole team, we usually make our way at the same time, get to the arena, do our first scrim block. It's usually like anywhere from 3 to 4 blocks a day. Each scrim block is about 2 hours. So if the first scrim block starts at 11, we finish that scrim block around 1. So the next scrim block will be like 3 o'clock probably. So from 1 to 3, we go eat right before that next scrim block. So we'll go, get lunch, eat, come back, play the next scrim block at 3. Got another scrim block, from after that 3 to 5. We got another one from 5 to 7. After that, we go back, eat dinner, come back, finish the last scrim block. So it's like, it's mostly all practice. We practice a lot. Like you got to understand, like what I was telling him about, the professionals. These dudes, they put time in, bro. Like, they understand the ins and outs of every single piece of the game. So it's like, you play against a point guard, like, he knows every dribble move in the game. So it's like, there's moves that, like, you be like, how do you do that? They know the ins and outs of everything. So it's like, we have to play the game to a point where it's like, we have to understand what we're going to do before we do it, So it's like, people do it for chemistry. People do it to, to find out other people's tendencies. We watch a lot of film. So, we watch film. So it's like, before we play somebody else, we like to know their tendencies. Because it's like I said, it's just like real life. There's players who only like to go right in the game. Like, I know it's hard to believe, but there's players who only want to go one side during the game because their fingers work better on this side of the court, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, from then, it's like 5 to 7. Like, if we do end up watching film, that's what we do. We watch film. We go home around 8, 9 p.m., sit around the house, then we probably all get online, join Discord, play matchups. Like, we'll all load up, find 5 other people to play. Do it all over again till, like, when we get home, we probably play from, like, I want to say 8 to 1, 2 a.m., and then go to sleep and do it all over again the next day.
Interesting. Do you ever get tired of it? Honest question.
Of competing, no.
Okay.
Competing, no. Competing has always been, I love competing. That's why I'm still in it. Like, competing is always, it's been, like, top notch for me. I love competing. It don't matter, like, what level it is. That competing is, like, the number one thing for me. I love it.
All right. And then, go ahead, Hums.
Eyes. I hear a lot of controversy about, like, if looking at the screen too much messes up your eyes. Do you, like, see a difference with your eyes, like your vision?
It is true. Like, people's eyes can get bad, Alhamdulillah, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I've been blessed. Like, my eyes, they've been great. But I know a lot of professionals that are wearing glasses now. Like, the league, like, they have gaming glasses. So,
you got
like,
gaming glasses?
No, I have some, but I don't wear them because, like, I'm not comfortable with anything on my face when I'm playing. So it's like, alhamdulillah, like I said, alhamdulillah, my eyes have always been good. So it's like I've never really had any issues. But yeah, it is not good to be that close to your screen.
What's the secret to playing good when at 60 points with a new created player?
There's no secret. I know the game, you don't.
Oh,
There's no secret.
he already talking smack and he don't even know you. All right, we got JE750. Shout out to JE750, by the way. Playing with friends at the rec center on 2K is like going to play at the CC with your boys. Is that true?
Yeah, it is. Like I said, 2K is, if you play 2K, you can relate it to real life. It's the same thing. You get on the game, what's the main thing you want to do? You want to talk smack. You want to outperform your boys. That's what you do in 2K. You load up 2K, do the same exact thing. It's just a different environment because you're on a game. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I want to say, if you didn't grow up doing it, you probably wouldn't want to do it when you get older. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So for those that don't know, Abud grew up 6 Mile. He's a 6 Mile, blood producer, straight from 6 Mile, you know what I'm saying? Born and raised. You went to school at Frontier. Was Frontier currently in Hamtramck at that time when you were going there?
I was actually there, in Hamtramck. And then when I went to Detroit, I was there for my last year.
There you go. So, Hamtramck, Detroit area, born and raised, Yemeni. For those that didn't figure that out yet, might watch it later. So he's from where we grew up from. So shout out to Abud. How did growing up in that area kind of shape you into who you are today?
I feel like it shaped me a lot, you know what I'm saying? Just the competitive spirit I have. This is where it came from. It came from, the hood, playing in the hood, playing with, you guys, at Bridge Academy. Everybody, I was always the youngest, if you ask Moti, I was the youngest guy there every time. I was probably the only young player they let play, because they before they used to kick me out.
Yeah.
They used to kick me out. They ain't let me play.
Yeah.
But, as soon like 10th, 11th grade, 12th grade, they started to let me play a little bit. So it was like, that's where the grit came from. It was good growing up over there because you're playing against older guys. Like, there's a lot of time I got to take bumps and bruises. I can't call no foul, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm the young guy. You call a foul, you go get off the court. You're young, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's where that grit came from. It came from playing with them guys.
That word grit is flying around Detroit.
I always said, us 6 Mile dudes, we the realest dudes ever, man. Like, perfect example is my man Abud. He, doing what he doing. You could say he blew up or whatever, but he's here talking to us like ain't nothing changed in his life. Ain't nothing happened, just a regular conversation.
And what quick turnaround too. Like this conversation just happened a few days ago, and we were able to make this happen within a week. So we do appreciate Abud as well. We got Omar Gahemi laid that hammer down with that response. Yemen with the flag. Did Coach Gendro train him? This might be, I think this is Ill Will, by the way. This is Ill Will. Shout out to Ill Will.
Coach Gendro, I don't think you play.
No, he don't know Coach Gendro. No, he's too young for that. The GOAT in Call of Duty as well. Is this true?
I wouldn't say the GOAT. Like that. See, that's one of those games where I'm loading up. I'm about to have fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm just out there messing around, just having a good time. Sometimes I play music in the background while I'm playing Call of Duty just for fun. It's not nothing like serious to me.
What are some other games you like to play for fun, I guess? That's a good question.
Yeah, I play Call of Duty. I used to play Fortnite a little bit. Honestly, like Assassin's Creed games like that. Just fun stuff that I'll just run around doing things, just when I'm bored, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm married and all this type of stuff. I ain't got time to play fun games no more.
Yeah.
So you say you don't play in your off time?
No.
Okay.
Not no more.
So you wouldn't be down to play? Because I got my 5, I'm down to play with your 5.
Man, he's always trying to.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, right now I'm in season. You know what I'm saying? So it's like our contract's already signed, so I can't put up no money. But I wouldn't play for free. For free, there's no way I would load up and play.
That was actually my next question. Also, one of my questions was can you? So in season, you cannot play in any other tournament, huh? If it's for money,
I can't even bet on an NBA game.
Wow.
Off season, you can't even. You put up a bet, your social security pops up immediately to them that you didn't put up a bet through DraftKings.
Even off season?
Yeah, you can't.
You can't at all. Period.
Because once your contract's signed, because they don't know if you know inside info about the teams or stuff like that. Because I know players on organizations right now, 2K League players, that know NBA players. So they can have, I'm not playing tonight. So he could put up a bet, you know what I'm saying? So it's you can't. They don't allow that type of stuff. There's been multiple players that got kicked out the league for it.
All right. Would you want to transition into coaching or mentoring new 2K League players when your time comes to retire? Look at Ali Al Game got that. That's that Ms. Zillick journalism class in high school. Shout out to Ali Al Game.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know for real, man. It's for me, coaching would be hard. Cause I got a competitive fight in me. It's like I'm the type, I might grab the controller out your hand if I see you doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll do it. Give me the remote. Like, so it's like I'm not sure yet. Like I've been asked this question a couple times, not just by him, by actual, you know, competitive players. I've been in the league this is about to be my 5th year. So it's like a lot of people don't last that long. Like they're out 5th, 6th year, they're gone. So it's like I'm not 100% sure on it yet.
All right, and then he said, no, I played with Mo 8th grade for Gendril.
Who played for
This JE 750.
what? Ill Will?
That might not be Ill Will. I could be wrong. Probably not Ill Will. Maybe Jake. I mean, who played with you in 8th grade? Yemeni? Anybody other than Mosey? Mahmoud?
Yeah, Mahmoud. I mean, hey, JW. What is it? J Will?
JE.
JE, man. Tell us your name, JE.
I mean, they obviously don't. Their nickname. I mean, their name is JE 750. So I don't know if they're gonna share that, but feel free.
We had, you know what I'm saying, team managers too, also on the team.
Who was it? Who was it?
I ain't gonna say her name. I want to know what J Will was talking about.
All right. Well, listen. We're about to actually have a little bit more fun right now with some questions game. So I hope you're ready. I was number 5 if Mo remembers. That's Mo T's number for those that didn't get the inside joke.
Yo, they retired number 5, so you can't have number 5.
He said he played with you. He said, I took number 5 from you, Mo T. So no, I'm messing around. He didn't say that. All right. With that said, so this is how the questions games go. This is what we do with the Movement Podcast. So the Movement Podcast, we typically go live on Saturdays at noon. But like I said, you know, it only made sense for me to have these young fellas on with Abud because, you know, these guys actually connect and it makes sense. They, you know, play video games and stuff. And so we usually go live at noon, and at the end of it, we like to have a questions game just to have a little bit of fun. That's why if you want to pick up that buzzer right quick, Yusuf or Hamza, and show them, you know, this is what the buzzers are here for. You know, I ask questions like a trivia game to see who can hit the buzzer first and respond. So this is all NBA questions. 1-1 all season, 100%. Said JE 750. So you gotta give us a name. So basically, I'm going to ask a question. It's all about the NBA. The teams are going to be Hamza and Moti versus Abud and Yusuf. So, Abud, you're going to have that buzzer next to you just in case. You got to hit on that buzzer. Very simple game. It's best out of 3. Just 3 simple questions just to have some fun.
What's the teams? I'm sorry.
You and Abud versus Hamza and Moti. All right?
Yeah, we lost.
This question about gaming in general?
Huh? No, this is NBA.
Yeah, I'm terrible.
That's why I got Moti on your team.
Yeah, I'm terrible. You gotta carry.
No, you're not. Yeah. This is very basic questions. I mean, I'm not going to say basic. I would say they're tier B questions. Not tier C, but tier B, as in the players, okay?
Intermediate.
Here we go.
Hey, so
First question.
So our hands, he be playing with his nose. He ready.
Oh, by the way, y'all do got to let me finish the question before you hit the buzzer, because that led to plenty of arguments in the past as well, all right? Jakupovic?
What?
Might be last name?
Dennis?
Dennis, maybe. Yeah, it's probably Dennis. I kept the bench for him, he said.
Yo, are you Dennis, bro? Say something, man.
I mean, he said Jakupovic. You don't remember last name?
You sound Bosnian.
Yeah, for sure it's Bosnian, I think. All right, here we go. Number 1.
You got to carry me, Mo.
What team does Larry Markkinen play for?
No.
Yusuf tapped it first.
Utah Jazz.
Utah Jazz. Go ahead and give him a round of applause, Ramsey.
Tier B.
Tier B. Hamza, do you know who Larry Markkinen is? That's why I said tier B.
I've never heard that.
That is
name on
pretty
life.
easy though.
That's easy.
Tier B. I ain't say. You know, there's like tier E's. You know what I'm saying? Tier B. Hamza doesn't know him.
Never heard that name on life.
But if I said. All right. Number 2.
Where's LeBron James at? Come on.
See, that's what I'm trying to say. That's tier A. You know what I mean? Like the superstars are tier A. What team is Dylan Brooks on?
Oh, that's me again.
I'm gonna let Moti get this
That's
one.
what I-
Come on, man.
Houston Rockets.
Houston Rockets is correct. Go ahead and give him a round of applause. The score is 1-1. The score is 1-1 right now. All right. Well, I like it when it's 1-1 because this is the final question. This is the final
It matters
question.
whoever hits the buzzer first.
Tricky question on this one. Here we go. Tricky one. What team is Bruce Brown on? Yusuf.
See, what do you mean?
He don't got it.
I got it.
He don't got it.
I got
You can
it.
use a hint.
I got it.
Ain't no hint.
Yeah,
I got it.
A hint from me.
What team is he on?
Yeah.
He ain't got it.
I mean, it is a tricky question.
He ain't got it. It's tricky, but he ain't got it.
Hold on, man.
I know my brother.
I know. Look at his face. Can you zoom in on his face, please? Make sure everybody looking at him right quick.
Hold on.
You know the answer?
What team is he on?
America, can you tell us, does this face got the answer right
You
here?
said, what team is he on?
Yes. Hey, stop looking at Abud. I've been trying to say that
No,
neither.
because, come on, man.
Hey, Yusuf knows the rule, by the way. You hit the buzzer, you must say an
I know,
answer.
hold on.
So
Yo,
you
come
either
on,
get a
they
minus
get a
point.
Say an answer. Hold on.
All right, go ahead, man.
Moti
What
might
te-
get this one wrong too.
What team is he on?
Nah, Moti knows it.
I would say he's on.
Come on, man.
No, if he misses it, we win automatically.
Yeah, y'all win no matter what, but you're going to get...
He's on the Pacers.
Man.
Oh, he was on the Pacers before 3 o'clock today. Unfortunately, he got flipped to
Six guy.
Yeah, he's on the Raptors.
Toronto
No,
Raptors.
that's what the trade,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think he's still on the Pacers still.
That's
Nah.
why I said. That's why he said tricky.
It's gonna be a tricky question. I actually have a bonus question. This
You
one's
would
for
have said the
Hamza.
opposite if I said Raptors.
This one's for Hamza. What team is Michael Jordan on? So now I was messing with you,
He's
man.
retired.
Shout out to my man Hams. Listen, go ahead, give him a round of applause. As a Moti and Hamza team got the W. We appreciate these guys. And before we send off Abud, we like to end it off with some advice. Abud, and you could kind of prepare that. I guess is what advice would you have for anyone out there who wants to be a professional gamer? You don't have to answer that yet. I'm going to let you all know. Be sure to follow us on all of our socials. You got YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, all under Oz Media. You can listen to the show later on Apple and Spotify podcasts under Oz Media. We appreciate you guys for your support. Future reference, if you ever want to call in, we have our phone connected to where we can have a phone call conversation. The number is 313-306-1750. Shout out to the sponsors, Balkan House, Juice Box, Qahwah House, BC Adhesives, Specialty Medical Center, Hanley International Academy, and Sidr Bees. We appreciate them for their supports. Abud, now dishing it back to you again. What advice do you have for anyone out there, I guess, who wants to be a professional gamer?
Like, honestly, if you really do want to make it, because you really know if you want to make it or if you don't. Like, if you're capable, if you're not. Just don't lie to yourself, you know what I'm saying? It's like, don't waste your time, you get it? So it's like, don't just sit around, trying to do something that can't happen, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're really committed to it, I say go for it. But like, people know, you're like, when you're playing the game, you know if you're good enough to do this, you know what I'm saying? You watch other good people. You know how competitive the scene is. You know who's good at it. So it's like, just don't waste your time. Like, because there's some people who, they'll do half the work. You can't do half the work. It's never half the work. Like, you always got to put in the full work. Like, there was days where I'm playing 9-10 hours a day. I'm waking up at 9 a.m. when the game first comes out. Game comes out 9 a.m. I'm not getting off the game till 4 a.m. I'm eating my food in front of me. Like, yo, I'm here, I'm ready. Give me 1 second. Putting my mic down, I'm eating, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's commitment too. So it's like, if you're not committed to it, don't waste your time. Like, it's a big waste of time if you're just sitting there trying to half work it and think that you're good enough. There's always somebody better, 100%. So it's like me, when I'm getting back in the league every year, there's always a young 18-year-old. He's trying to take my spot. I know he is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants a job where you can just wake up and play a game. Of course, why wouldn't you want that? But just don't. If you're actually gonna do it, do it. Like, really, really do it. Like, it's not as easy as you think it is. That's my only piece of advice. Like, just put your all in it.
And go ahead and give that a round of applause, by the way. That was a great answer. And I guess a question I got off of that answer was, when it's like that balance, right? Because you got kids that, sometimes just all they do is play video game, not doing what they're supposed to do at home. You know what I mean? And, it leads to issues in the household. So, like, when can a kid know, or whatever, a young teenager or a young adult know, like where's that balance of like, okay, you're playing it too much, you need to start doing something else, or yo, you actually got something special going on here, you should look into it. Like how can they know?
You start to understand it when you're playing. So it's like, the longer you play, you start to know. Like, you know whether you're good enough. Like, when I was playing, I knew I was good enough. Like, you're all over. Like, people are talking. Like, when people talking about you, you're good enough to make it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it becomes to that point. Like, if say like you're trying to become a professional NBA player, right? So it's like, if you're trying to become a professional, people are talking about you. You're good enough. When you're not good enough. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'll give you an example. Like, I used to play in real life. I knew, like, I'm in high school. there's not one word about me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I know I'm not gonna waste my time, but free time, sure. Like I'll play around with it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I'm not gonna give this my full commitment. You know? So it's like, in other words, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but
No, I understand.
Yeah, you know when you're good.
That's a
enough.
good comparison.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, like in real life too.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
you kinda know.
you know when you're good enough. Like you 100% know. It's like there's always that, like there can be somebody that you never met before, never talked to before, bring up your name. Like you know when you're good enough. There's these athletes that are top 20. They know they're good enough to make it. Of course, they're gonna be in the gym all day. Of course, why wouldn't you be? I'm not gonna be in the gym all day. I haven't gotten one phone call. I'm playing high school basketball every single day. So it's like I'm gonna go get a job over here. I'm not gonna make it. I know I'm not good enough. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. How can people follow you? How can people get to watch you play? I know you mentioned this already, but this is a good time to mention it towards the end as well.
Yeah, I got Instagram. It's public. Abud MVP_. So it's like anybody that follows me, especially from my community. I know sometimes I get random follows, but especially from my community, I try to keep in touch with and follow back. Because I do get questions sometimes on Instagram. So I try to follow a lot of people back on my Instagram. So if you do follow me and especially from my community, I will do my best to follow you back. I just sometimes notifications be off because like the league tags us in a lot of stuff. So it's like I don't want my phone, just blowing up every 5 seconds. But yeah, especially people from my community, I will do my best to follow you back on my Instagram.
All right. Any final words? Starting off with you, Hamza. Final words and final comments.
Hey man, I'm about to become a professional gamer too, bro.
He inspired you.
Why
I
not?
hope so.
I know.
I
I
hope
ain't gonna
so.
lie, bro. I've been thinking about it a long time. Like ever since I was a kid, I love playing games. I grew up on it. I never really played sports. Like you guys know that. I never wanted to be in a sports team. I love playing the game itself, but man,
Because with Hamza, there's always like seasons. For example, 2K new seasons and everything, and he develops the seasons right away. Like, cause I really believe he would be able to be successful if he would
Then
continue.
do it. Like I don't get it.
I'm getting held back, bro.
From what?
No,
Life, man.
Well, we'll talk in private. I got you. I feel you.
Moti, or Yusuf, final words, final comments?
I mean, no, man. First off, this is a great experience for you to come here. I never thought of this, Yemeni professional 2K player ever. Yeah, just hearing your background and your whole story and how you made it's amazing. Being actually drafted, telling your mom you're gonna go get drafted, that was funny. But yeah, man, thanks for coming.
No problem.
Moti, any final words, final comments?
Abud, my dog, my boy, appreciate you a lot, man. This guy's a very humble guy, as you guys seen today. I'm not gonna lie to you, we are proud of you, bro.
Appreciate it.
big time.
Appreciate it.
Like, Al talks about you a lot, and we always, hey, how's Abud doing? Like, probably once in every 6 months, but it doesn't matter. We're still asking about you, and
Appreciate it.
Al feels it. I don't have no social media, so I don't know what's going on, but you came in today like we haven't seen each other in years, and it's like we just act like
Yeah, I ain't
the
been
whole
nowhere.
time,
I still remember everybody from the hood, man.
for sure.
All day. Anyway, we want to give a shout to Khaled too. The middleman in this situation was able to, give me his number, Abud's number, and get us connected. So we appreciate Kel as well for getting us connected. Abud, any final words and final comments for you out there, for anybody out there?
Yeah, final words for him. If you really want to do it, don't let stuff hold you back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know people got jobs, people got school, people got this, people got that, but if you really think you can do it, just, put your all into it and do it, because if you half-a it and then you don't make it, it's going to be a sad story. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
That you're going to look back to and always say that you should have done it. Doesn't hurt to try. But we appreciate Abud, man. This was fun. This was, funny as well to hear some of his stories and just to hear overall, though. But it was a great learning experience. We hope that you took something away. Like Abud said now, the great thing about these shows, that's always there now. Anybody asks you a question, you could just shoot them the link. But this is the answer to all your questions, probably. So there you go. There you have it. This was season 3, episode 16 of The Movement.
The movement.
We were officially live with Abud. We hope that you enjoyed this episode. We'll see you again this Saturday. We'll be right back with Isa Mari. Shout out to Isa. He's a great guy as well, young fella doing great things as well. So we're looking forward to that conversation. We hope you enjoy the show. We'll see you all this Saturday. Have a great rest of